YouTube, it's Nisi. I'm back. We got an Irelia gameplay. We're gonna see how this goes. This is Irelia versus Garen. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Let's see how you do, buddy. Let's not miss early CS. As Irelia. Let's not miss much of it anyways. What did we take a point in? Okay, we do. Yes, we do have the stun. Okay. Just making sure. Now, let's talk about this matchup. For me, I feel like we can definitely win this matchup. We definitely outscale Garen. And I think we definitely win if we can find some like reasonable all-in spots. But this is going to be about lane management, whether or not we win. The only thing that scares me is getting poked down. That's the one thing that intimidates me about this matchup, because it's so easy for Garen to just walk up to us and silence us and spin on us if we're not careful. And for some reason, he's not. Interesting. Very passive lane so far. I don't, and by the way, because, like, just to be clear, I'm not against passivity in this matchup. The only time that I would say passivity is a bad thing is if we had a lane that we could, like, bully out, but I don't really see us beating this matchup very easily. Not early, anyways. This is good, though. The fact that we're going ahead and letting the lane come to us so that the dude can get ganked is really cool. Rek'Sai should be coming up. There's really no reason. Oh, he's only level 2. Yeah, this guy's a Muppet. Okay, so you got a Muppet jungler. They got a good jungler. That's like the first thing that I noticed in this game. I have no fucking idea what I'm watching. He got his red taken. And he died in the jungle. Okay. Wow. Wow. So you got a Muppet. You're making good trades, and this is actually very similar to the Darius game that we were talking about earlier, where we have, well, first off, like I was saying, Irelia carries you, does this a lot. It's so much easier for Irelia to play on the backside of a lane as opposed to the front side, in my opinion. It's so much easier to find reasonable all-in spots and to just go like hyper offensive randomly. I like this. I love this. Ooh, very unfortunate. We're jamming the wave now. We're jamming the wave so we don't get ganked. Kha'Zix is 100% gonna come up. We're jamming the wave and getting out. Yeah, it's. You make the trade, but the dude already has a killing spree. This is a tricky situation. Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you. This game is ass. I don't think you could have sent a worse replay, because your jungler has basically let this game get out of control already. And like, if this guy really wanted to kill you, he could have. He could have literally just walked. Like, as soon as he sees the teleport, he literally could have just spun around and killed you again. And this game is over. So he's not even that good of a jungler. Oh, here he comes. He should have already done this. Yeah, this is a shitty replay. But I don't know. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just not sure why it was sent in. Because, like, what are we gonna learn from it? Like, what are we gonna learn? My Rek'Sai's a monkey this game. I feel like you already know that answer. And I feel like you probably have plenty of replays where your teammate isn't an absolute muppet and you lose. Right? This guy's either smurfing or your jungler's just that bad, right? I wouldn't have TP'd there. You know Kha'Zix is there. Let's talk about that. That's actually... Let's have a quick discussion about whether or not we should be TPing there. And what I think. This is a solo queue conundrum, and this kind of goes back into what I say when I talk about how jungle is pretty much like super fucking OP when it gets out of control, because you have absolutely no capability to put the brakes on that train. There's nothing you can really do about it when it gets ahead. This game would be a perfect example. Kha'Zix basically shows up 5 minutes in and kills you, and he already had 2 kills. And he has all the buffs, and your jungler is trying to find his feet still. He's probably playing League of Legends with his schlong, slapping it off the table. What do we do? I think, personally... there isn't much to do other than float top and just have a freeze. Even though it sucks, and even though it's not sexy, and I'm actually learning from watching this too, and the reason I bring it up is because this is a spot that I find myself often in, especially in the League of Jungles. The only way we come back from this position is by not dying again. And the only way to not die again, unfortunately for us, with the Bomby Rush fucking Garen who started fucking Red Crystal. Interesting. The only way we come back here is by not teleporting. I mean... You can teleport, but I'm telling you right now, if that Kha'Zix had just, as soon as he saw teleport, just pathed around, you're dead. So teleporting is actually just a death sentence if he played it right. He played it wrong. He's not even good. Like, this guy's not like a good jungler. He's very like, you know, he wastes value here. So he obviously just got fed by a monkey. Right? So as soon as the teleport pops, he turn around, go behind you, and you're dead. So I think if we want to teleport top, first things first, the only place to teleport is the wave here, or the turret here. Teleporting here gives a big green light for Kha'Zix to turn around. So, like, here's your teleport. Bam. If I was Kha'Zix, dude, I literally would have went, okay, whoop, around, you're dead as soon as you pop up. So the optimal teleport is actually here if we're teleporting to save time and to leech XP before it gets burned. And then we're teleporting here with the intent to ward try because he can't possibly know that we're teleporting here. This is faster than the turret, obviously. Turret and minion, same thing now. So teleporting here, walking over and warding here, and then he doesn't know that we burned teleport. No one knows necessarily that we burned teleport. Well, yes, they will. They will know that we burned it, but they can't see us doing it, basically. That's the only big thing. And then we ward here, and then that way we know if Kha'Zix is coming, and we literally just soak XP, because that's the only thing we can do in this situation. And it sucks. Only thing we can do is leech XP. And like I said, leech XP, there's absolutely no way that we get any farm, right? Because the minute that we get farm, Kha'Zix sees that we get poked down, and he comes up. Yeah, it's a shitty situation, my friend. This is what, you know, games like this is what makes or breaks you as a top laner. Honestly, in my opinion. These are the games that make or break you. Either you play them patiently and lose with grace, or you go full Hashinshin and die 19 times and you give yourself absolutely no way to ever come back. Advanced top laner probably doesn't die there again. Advanced top laner, and I mean, I'm not perfect. I die to this shit all the time again. It's just, you know, if you can stomach it, there's a chance, albeit a very tiny one, that you come back. But it's all about wave management and just being like a rock, dude. You gotta be like a rock. It's solo queue. Play like you're playing. You know what the best way to go about this? Yeah, Kha'Zix hasn't even backed yet. He's actually still just ganking people. Which to me is garbage again. I'm probably gonna get shut down. Rek'Sai comes in. The level 4 terror gank. Gets a kill for you. Kha'Zix finally backs. Finish jungle item flat. Rek'Sai does bail you out a little, which is kind of cool. So we're building towards Triforce. Sweet. Freeze the lane if we can. Try to. I don't like this. He lets us freeze it. He doesn't walk it all the way in. Freeze it. Step up and keep the lane right here, as opposed to just letting it crash. You're Irelia. You love froze lanes. You love that. You love that shit. The trade was a little iffy there, but I'm not going to harp on it too hard, because I think you know that. I really want to see an all-in soon. Oh, Thresh is roaming up to try to do some cheesy shit? Okay. This would be your time to look for an all-in if he gets too close. Oh shit. You have teleport. You backing away, sort of staying. Do you not have a ward to drop here? Do you not want to see it come in? You do have a ward. Drop a ward. Oh, you have it here. Okay, then yeah. What are we scared of? If they're not coming, then we're fine. This Thresh roaming to you. I'm gonna put the fog on. I feel like one more, I feel like if we get one more rotation, or we don't let him heal up, we can go in, but it's so tough, dude. Because he basically just regens a lot of it up, and he's not giving you a good window to go in. Okay, this would be the time that I'd look for it. Go. Nah, I would go. I would go. I would have gone right here. Right here. Alt Q. I'd probably go in. Because I feel like game's a ticking time bomb. And I feel like I'm not finding many other spots anytime soon. I would probably go in for this. He doesn't really have much in the way of, like, beating you right now, in my opinion. And I think that we can just all in him with ult and probably win. It's going to be close. But I probably would have done it on the stun. So, like, right here, we're essentially just waiting for our silence to tick down, and then we just go in. Because, like I said, we're not getting any other spots anytime soon. Bot lane's losing. Let's see. Well, yeah, bot lane's pretty much losing. And mid is losing by a mile. And jungle's losing by a mile. So I'm just gonna plug my nose and go all in here. And then I'm hoping that I win this and then I can start doing something for my team. Because I'm telling you this, and I'm telling you this because I feel like
new subscriber. Welcome to the Nisi Sub Train.
Pigeon Hudson, welcome, buddy. Drop some hype train for him. This is truly how I assess games. If I have a situation like this where my team's losing and I can't get anything done in lane, I'm gonna basically open up my crazy levels. Crazy levels go from, like, I'm chilling, and then if I can wiggle into a spot that I like, I do it. If my team sucks, the more they suck, the more crazy I become. So, as much as it sucks that our opponent Kha'Zix here is massive, like I said, we just gotta plug the nose and just fucking, if I lose, oh well, you know, because we're not gonna win. And you gotta accept it. You have to accept that there's no way you win this game unless you start doing something. And you just have to go for it. You may still lose anyways. But when you are basically only given these types of windows and it's close, we gotta go. And I know this has gotta be close. Akali's the villain, not you, so I would take it. I'd pull the trigger on this one. I think if you went sooner, you would have had it. Because look how close that shit was. I think if you went a little sooner, you would have had it. That's shitty. Now you're roaming. Garen's just going crazy. These are good trades. Kha'Zix comes out. Irelia wanna win. Best name. Now you lose a mid turret. Kha'Zix is like 8-0. Yeah. This is kind of a shitty game, dude.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
This game sucks. Cool. You get a kill. Unicali getting it done. Go top. Go top. Nope. You should be going top and getting farm. Whatever you're doing is wrong here. Go top. Push this in. There's no point of floating here. No point of backing either. You got 3 people dead. Walk up top. Push that in and then back. Yeah, all that farm you could have gotten without teleporting. And then you could have backed and then went bottom and pushed or teleport to a fight or whatever. But we didn't need to do that. That was wasteful in my opinion. And you're the villain now? Oh shit. This lane's over. Garen about to be like, Demontia! Huge Oriana ult. Jesus. You know what I love? I love how Kha'Zix is not even looking for shit. He could have killed you guys already. He pretty much just suicided there. Yeah. This game was a train wreck, dude. This is your lesson. So you picked a replay that you wanted to learn from. All I can really tell you is that the big error was dying up here for free. And when you died early at level 3 for the 3-0 start on Kha'Zix, that's shit luck, really. That Kha'Zix already has 2 kills and is big enough to kill you too. This is just a game where their jungler is way better than yours. But there are things to look at, like teleporting outside of vision as opposed to teleporting to a wave, and also just leeching the XP as opposed to sitting around when you know that the wave's stuck here and you know the jungler's topside and he was full HP, so he's probably going to come back. So next time, just leech the XP. I mean, it's just a shit game. One thing that concerns me, though, is you send me this game like I'm going to give you some sort of profound analysis. I will tell you this, and that is League is a team game at its core for all roles except for the jungle. And everyone can harp on me or call me fucking crazy or whatever. I've been playing this game for years. The jungle is a role that's basically the single player role. Okay, and every other role is like, it's dependent on how good the jungle is. Because if the jungler's way better than the other jungler, then you pretty much auto lose in most cases. This is a perfect example of that. You had absolutely no time to interact with your lane as a result of a massive jungle imbalance. You had one opportunity to interact with Garen before the jungle started putting pressure on you to the point of where your entire lane collapses. That is the jungle. Most of the time, like 50% of the time, your jungler is going to be better than theirs. Or, you know, slightly better. Or just break even. You know what I mean? It's going to be somewhere in that line. So those are the times where we get to like expose and exploit people. Obviously, this game was pretty shitty, And obviously, you had a terrible, terrible start with the jungles. However, I would hope that if you ever do a lesson with me again, I would hope that you find replays where you lose that you can't necessarily pinpoint it, because to my knowledge, you are gold. You are gold with 230 wins and 203 wins, 207 losses, gold 5. So I know from experience of doing like the 100 games to diamond stuff, I know that this replay is not a normal situation, because I've been playing this game for a long time. And I've also climbed on the 100 games to diamond. I think I did jungle like never this season. Like maybe occasionally on like off-roll stuff. But I also played jungle like season before that, you know, and I've been around for a while. So I know how the jungle works. And I also know that if you're in gold 5 with 400 something games, more losses than wins, I know that normally this is not what's happening. You can't fool the champ. So yeah, I would say, you know, play back in that situation. Look for, if you're in an absolutely shit game like this where you get off to a miserable start, you have a lane that kind of cancels you out, look for thin all-in spots and look to gamble when the game gets really dire. But don't you think for a second that I buy that this is the normal instance, because I have the experience to know that that's not the case. But yes, I will get, if all you wanted to do was pay $20 for me to say, yeah, shit game, then you have succeeded. Because I will agree this is a shit game. And your window of time to which you could maybe win it was very, very thin. All right, so this is Mark DCD, SpinchGaming.tv, YouTube, Twitch. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love all you guys, and I'm out. Peace. Cracks. Thank you.